Pelicans.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Green in at the 5. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Rob Williams is out there with Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Podziemski, the three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Outside, Avdia. Latrey cans it from downtown. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Well, retaliation there as Butler's competitiveness flaring up as he answers from the arc.
Henderson dishes to Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Williams.
And when he is healthy, Williams is an important piece on this team, mainly due to that defense and rebounding.
He hits both from the stripe.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Payton. It's Curry outside. Buries it from three-point range.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Avdia. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Sharp. Henderson outside. Makes it off the glass.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Now Williams, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. It's up a 3. Kamare misses. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Butler finds Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey guys, well this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Green with a screen for Butler. Good on the three-point shot. Butler's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Nice to see Butler drain the three ball. It really opens up the rest of his game.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's get crazy fans. Welcome to the floor, your Trailblazers Nets team.
Numbers for Curry, coming off a terrific season. And of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. Avdia, the pass to Williams. Avdia with it, defended by Butler. To the middle. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. No good from Payton.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Outside, Avdia. They get it back. Here's Kamare. Scoreless thus far. Out to Henderson. Just 4 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb.
Such a confident young man. Scoop just goes for it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Second, Stephen Curry. And, of course, Anthony Simons.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Kamare. From deep. Podziemski grabs the board.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Avdia gets the bucket.
And a nice-looking stroke from the mid-range. Avdia just taking what the defense is allowing.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 6. Off target with his 3. To the inside. And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now here's Curry. Now Pajemski. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Great work inside by Curry there. So close in the paint.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Henderson. The Warriors pull it in. Payton finds Curry. Back to Payton. Pass to Pajemski. And here is Curry. He's got 8. Curry with another miss. Avdia with it. Some solid defense from Butler.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
The first one falls. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
The Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. Both free throws good from Green. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Payton finds Henderson. Outside, Simons. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And the 3-ball is good. Avdia's got 12 points in the game. Outside, Green. And the rejection by Ayton.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Sharp against Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6. Unloads. And he knocks down the jumper. Butler's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Sharp. Ayton a screen on Payton. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. No good on the 3. Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Shoots a fader. And it's Portland with the rebound. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Here's Ayton. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
And stolen by Butler. Pass to Hield. Here's Post. Outside Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. The guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
Free throw, good Butler. The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. How do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. We'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19 and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Grant is a confident scorer, especially from the interior.
Warriors trail by 3. Now here's Hield, still without a basket. Pass to Post. Now Moody, let's go. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Grant on the wing, defended by Butler. Butler with the steal. Pass to Post. Hield, bounce pass. Moody. It's good from long range.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Here's Kamara. Ayton kicks to Simons. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler is in the zone, and he keeps finding shots.
Portland trailing here. Outside, Simon. Portland no good that time either. The Warriors shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. And Kuminga throws it down.
What a setup for Kuminga. All he has to do is rise up and throw it down.
And here is Simons. Overhealed. Again, Simons missing. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Moody is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Go ahead and frame that. That's Steph Curry, the best to ever do it. It's art.
Pass to Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Free throw good, Simons. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now, Simons. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Simons.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths, just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Pass to Post. Curry with it for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Simons. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Outside Curry. A floater. Come on, Steph! Ridiculous!
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Inside, here's Grant. The rebound by Post. Warriors leading by 5. Moody with it. Here's Post. To the paint. Gets it to go inside.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Two left right there.
At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Warriors, 4th.
You take a quick look at their assist totals from last season, and it's really impressive. A direct product of the disciplined, unselfish culture that this franchise represents.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kamare. Hasn't made one yet. Down low. Right side to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Gggg.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now here's Hield. It's to Curry. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Here's Curry following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. To the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's how you run the pick and roll. You have to respect Steph shooting the ball, and then he just slices the D up with the pass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Simons, the pass to Walker. Here's Kamare. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Hield. Inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
There's the screen. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Kamare. Drills the three-pointer. Kamare's got 5.
Making plays isn't something Grant is worried about, but he will make smart passes if he can.
Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Outside, Gggg. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Grant outside. Out left to the wing. Outside, Simons. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and he drives in. Can't hit from in close. Trailblazers trail by 7. Outside, Simon. Traps in the tray. Simons has got 7 now in this quarter.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just zero hesitation on that, Jay.
Pass to post. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Butler. Green, the screen, on its way from Curry for 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. A different look now for Portland. Sharp comes in for Walker. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for DeAndre Ayton. Warriors leading by 4. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Here's Curry with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Outside, Avdia. Simons from outside. Warriors with the rebound. Payton passes to Green. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Robert Williams.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he's good on the second.
And the fire that Draymond Green plays with, I think, is the most admirable quality. Knows how to get himself and his teammates going throughout the course of a long, grinding 82-game season.
Now, here's Sharp. Nothing on the board. Butler against Avdia. Outside, Payton. Back to Butler. Pass to Payton. Here's Curry with the 3. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8. Henderson right side. A kick out to Simons. Shoots over Podziemski. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Henderson.
And Simons doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
Pass to Payton. Into the lane. And the rejection by Ayton. Curry against Henderson. Simons, that's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Outside, Payton. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound in this one. Henderson kicks to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Now, whether you're new to the league like Sharp or a veteran, throwing it down, no better feeling.
For the 3. Curry making it look so easy.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Podziemski. That one doesn't drop. Avdia with a defensive effort. Now Simons. 14 points for him. Avdia, a screen on Curry. And it's Simons missing. Golden State's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Top of the key, Butler takes a three. Portland grabs the miss. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the rest is tough, David. Thank you.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
Henderson passes to Ayton. Back to Henderson. And Simons has it in the corner. 1:37 left in the first half of the game. And a missed layup. Curry looking around. Here's Butler. Portland grabs the miss. Avdia's got 6 rebounds in the game. Henderson against Curry. Henderson dishes to Ayton. No good that time. Warriors leading by 5. To the inside. And it's Butler missing. Trailblazers shooting around 41% on the night. Henderson outside. Outside, Simons. And he connects with the jumper. Simons has got 13 points in just this quarter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
And here is Curry. 24 points for him. On the wing, Payton. With 1 on the clock. And it's he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think we've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Portland, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Man, it almost doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm talking about, Ernie?
Yeah.
Steph just getting better? How can a guy get better as he gets older? Man, it goes a long way to his work ethic.
Yeah, his pregame is some people's game. And you know what we like to say? He makes it look effortless. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jam. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia out there with Rob Williams. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Sharp. Curry against Henderson. Here's Kamare. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
And here's Avdia after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Williams, a screen on Curry. For 3, Henderson. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Curry. Butler, a screen on Henderson. Curry passes to Butler. Here's Green. He's guarded by Williams. The 3. The shot by Curry. No good. Trailblazers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Henderson with it. 5 points in the game. Lays it up and banks it in. Henderson's got 7.
Love the intensity from Henderson. He really gave the inside defense all they could handle.
Payton outside. Back to Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Henderson passes to Williams. The 3. And Henderson with the basket on the assist by Avdia. Henderson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Curry passes to Green. Now Podziemski. He has yet to score. Some nice passing by Golden State. Butler finds Curry. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Willingness to play physical, Avdia not holding back.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Team foul. At the line for Portland, Denny Avdia taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Avdia. Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Both free throws, good from Avdia.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. I mean, this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 15. Outside Curry. With some arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Sean. Not a lot of room. The shot that time, not on target. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And for such a young player, Brandon Pajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
And he makes the first.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. So he gets them both.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
To check out the stats for Green. Last year, getting it done. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 10. Takes the 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taking 9 shots to get those 5.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Butler against Avdia. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Trailblazers 3rd. Number 5, the Warriors.
So many second chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Henderson. 13 points in the game. Avdia on the wing. Here's Kamare. Avdia, the pass to Henderson. Trailblazers keep it alive. For the tie. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Payton. Defended by Avdia. Green with a screen for Curry. Drops one in from the wing. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's not talked about a lot, but Steph is fast. So whether he's firing or passing, the defense is pretty much on their heels, especially in the screen and roll.
Here's Kamare. 5 points in the game. Sharp finds Henderson. Ayton sets the pick for Henderson. That 3 off the mark.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Kamare. Henderson for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Butler against Sharp. And it's Butler missing. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Avdia with a screen for Henderson. A 3-pointer is right on target. Henderson's got 11 in the second half.
He has been an absolute wrecking ball from outside during this half, guys.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry from the arc. And Curry comes right back with a 3.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Sharp. Portland moving the ball around. And here's Henderson. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Boy, Scoot has everything working tonight.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. The 11-footer, and the shot goes in. Curry's got 36.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Ayton sets the pick for Henderson. To the paint, and Ayton throws it down.
The coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Here's Podziemski, defended by Sharp, and there's the whistle that goes on Denny Avdia. That's foul number 2 for him. Grant, he's checked in for Portland. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. And the Warriors with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Green with a screen on Grant. 3-pointer, Butler, the rebound by Shaw.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Back to Grant. Pass to Kamare. Here's Sharp. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kuminga with it. Back to Curry. From past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 39.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Now, here's Sharp. He has 5. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Trailblazers trail by 6. Pass to Sharp. Simons from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Simons has got 19 points.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number with the way he's got it going here.
Curry kicks to Butler. Four on the shot clock. Can't connect from short range. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Grant. Outside, Simons. Ayton a screen. And it's Simons missing. Warriors leading by 3. Podziemski with it. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Curry against Sharp. Pass to Ayton. Simons kicks to Henderson for the tie. Again, Simons missing. Golden State's gotten the 3-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Kuminga the pass to Butler. Back to Kuminga. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Sharp. He has 5. Here's Grant. A beautiful reverse layup.
In the last few years, we've seen a nice leap from Jeremy Grant, including how effective he can be in that spot.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Over Henderson. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
3-pointers, Simons. And he's good on the 3-ball. Simons has got 22 points.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
And here is Moody. Curry kicks to Butler. Pass to Moody. Over Sharp. Moody's shot is off. Portland trailing here. Inside. Grant outside. For the tie. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He's cashed in 9 times from beyond the arc this game. Who knows how many threes he'll wind up with? We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the